welcome back to the show. Since you're here, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms.
Please.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and obviously here on YouTube.
Whoop. So, today we're going to talk about another girl group. I'm probably mispronouncing this. Please, guys.
Me too.
Help us. But after doing a little bit of research, I found out that they are called iZone.
Hey!
Woo! So, these ladies were formed as a South Korean and Japanese collab through the reality competition called Produce 48. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there's that's like what, the third installment, I believe?
I think so. It's the
franchise?
Produce 101 family, basically,
Yes.
right?
Yep, and they're actually managed by Off the Records and Swing Entertainment, and it's composed of 12 members.
That's so many.
It's a lot of
It's
them.
like a female Super Junior.
Right. Or OT12XO.
Oh.
Yes. So as I mentioned, they are a collab between Korean Produce 101 and Japanese Idol AKB48 group. Hence cool. Produce 48. Mm-hmm. So this was aired in Mnet between June and August of 2018. Mm-hmm. It initially had 96 contestants, and the final 12 were announced via the show. Yes, so there's a lot of information about them, so I'm just gonna go through it, okay, guys? Okay, Summer?
We're ready. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Throw it to me.
So let's start with...
Let me make myself
Let's start with 2018. So they debuted with their extended play called Color Is. It was released in October with their lead single, La Vie en Rose. I guess that's how you say that?
I think so. That sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. The craziest thing about this is their debut showcase sold out within a few minutes of them going on sale.
Oh.
Which I'm not surprised, of course.
But I mean, for like a rookie group, I feel like that's always impressive.
That's true, of course. So they got their first music win on M Countdown just 10 days after their official debut. They broke records being the girl group to receive a music program win at that time. So like the first, fastest. Mm-hmm. So later that year, they were recognized by the Korean Music Content Association with the Platinum certification.
Ooh.
Yeah. They won New Artist of the Year at the Mama Awards, Golden Disc Awards, and Seoul Music Awards.
I remember this.
Yes. And they actually signed a record with Universal Music Japan, EMI Records label. So this is for them to debut in Japan in early 2019. Mm-hmm. We're finally in 2019, and they finally debuted with the Japanese single called, I'm going to butcher this, Suki to Iwasetai. I'm sorry, guys.
Suki. I'm just like, oh, man. So I found my mask, guys, first of all. It came back from vacation. It's very happy now. But I don't have any Avatar reference to randomly throw in here, but I do have to say, Suki? Anybody? I had to keep the streak, so I just had to mention that.
Yes. So this song peaked at number 2 at the Oricon Singles Chart and the Billboard Japan Hot 100. It was also certified platinum by RIAJ, which is the Japanese Association for recording artists. Mm-hmm. So they're just killing it at this point. Not much time has passed since they debuted at this point in 2019, and they're just getting platinum certification. So
that's crazy.
I know. Just me reading this, I was like, wow. But finally in 2019, they released their second EP called Heart Is with the lead single called Violeta. Oh. And this was in April. And this also got certified platinum in October 10 of that year.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Not shocked there. So then they went on to release their second Japanese single, Buenos Aires, in June. This also topped domestic charts, and also platinum certification was obtained in July. So it's just like bam, back to back. Every single thing these girls did were platinum. And then in September of this year, they released another Japanese single called Vampire. So as you can notice, there's a lot of, it was how can I say this, kind of equal ground in regards to releasing stuff in Korea and releasing stuff in Japan because of the collaboration. So this gained gold certification. So still killing it. But then they were going to release their first studio album in November, but unfortunately that had to be postponed because you probably heard about this. The Mnet vote manipulation investigation.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
That was a huge deal. There was investigations for the producers of the show that also produced the other Produce 101, shows. That, they had selected the 12 members prior to, the show airing. Like, they already had people in mind. So a lot of their promotions and guest appearances that were canceled or put on hold. I think they were even going to release a concert film in Japan. So all of this was halted because of this incident. And I'm going to talk a bit more about it actually here. So the two main producers, I'm going to butcher the names, I'm sorry, An Jong-young and Kim Jong-bum. So they were arrested in November 2019 because of this incident. And admitted that, yes, they did manipulate the rankings for all 4 of the seasons.
Wow.
Of Produce 101.
Crazy.
I know. And later that year in December, they were indicted for charges including obstruction of business, fraud, and bribery. And they began a trial that, a couple weeks after that. And they admitted that, the charges did happen. They were not going to release the names of the trainees that, were involved in this. They were just like, everyone in the case were like, we're not going to say any names. I feel like if they would have, that would have been a hot mess.
Like names in the way of like who should have debuted
or like who,
whose company or whatever paid them off.
They're like, yes, we did all this, but everyone in the trial decided that it's just best to not release any names. Gotcha. Because that would have been bad, I think. Really bad. But the second trial occurred early in 2020. And they maintained that, yes, they manipulated the rankings, but that they said their defendants were saying that was not illegal, according to them. They did admit to doing that, but they're like, what we did wasn't illegal. Finally, in the third trial, yes, they said that, the votes were rigged. But even though they did violate what was called the Improper Solicitation and Graft Act, he said that he only, interacted with entertainment agency representatives without actually getting any bribes, though. He's like, no, we did do that, which was bad, but we didn't obtain anything more besides that, So... yeah. So the third hearing happened in March 6th. And then finally the fourth hearing of this trial was... I'm sorry, it's just a lot of information. And I'm just like...
Do you need to take a deep breath?
I do need to take a deep breath.
Let's all take a deep breath. Breathe in.
Okay. Breathe out.
Breathe out.
What happened in this trial was, there's appeals for the case. But the court finally they revealed a list of names.
I do remember that because it's for all the seasons, right?
So yeah, I'm assuming they would hold that information just for the sake of the trial. Then once towards the end of the trial and before claiming all the charges, they're like, this is all the information, we're putting it out there. So yeah, I remember reading about that as well.
Because I remember hearing about some of the guys that were supposed to debut in 101.
Yes,
and I was like, what? Because we've reacted to them and I like their stuff now. Yeah. But I was like, oh.
So it's crazy. I know.
It is.
And so the PD An Jong-young was fined 37 million won and he was sentenced to 2 years. The CP Kim Young-bum was sentenced 28 months. It's just a list. It goes on. The assistant PD, the agency, several agency representatives, and additional representatives. So it just... obviously, the main PD got the worst, sentence and the worst,
fine.
And then it just kind of went down from there.
Trying to do a conversion. So I think 37 million won is what, roughly 38,000 USD or 40,000 USD, something like that.
But besides all of this drama and this controversy, the girls persisted. They still promoted after that. And in 2020, beginning of last year, the agencies and CJ, E&M, they reached an agreement to, resume activities. So they released their first studio album in February called Bloom Is. Bloom Is?
Sure.
It's because if they're called Ice 1, then Bloom Ice? Well, anyway.
That makes sense.
And this also received platinum certification. So even after all that happened, they still sold a lot of albums and copies.
Well, that's great because the problems and scandals aren't their fault, obviously.
At all. These girls are talented. It's not their fault that any of this happened. The people that had fault have been punished. So, yes. And in May of last year, they did a release, the third EP, One Eric Diary in June. One Eric? That's confusing.
I'm not even going to try.
That was certified with double platinum in August, which made them the first girl group in South Korea to do that along twice. So only twice of them have done that.
That's crazy. And if you're being compared or in the same group as Twice, you're in good company for sure.
Hell yeah, you are. But yeah, and in October, they finally released their first Japanese studio album called 12, and they returned in December 7th with the fourth EP, One Reeler, Act 4. So
they've been busy.
A lot of stuff have happened.
They've been super busy.
Matter of what, like 2 years?
Yeah, that's so
it's
crazy.
Insane. And I feel like you might feel like I rushed through it. I do apologize, but
it's a lot of information.
A lot of information.
But we're going to start to get into the good stuff now, right?
Oh, yeah. We are going to talk about the members. It's 12 of them, so that's a lot of information as well, since they have a lot of history, a lot of past, since a lot of them have been active previously. But it's exciting to get to know the girls.
I know nothing about the members, so I'm excited to actually learn some fun facts about them.
Yes, and after that, listen to some of their music.
Yes, finally.
Because I have a list, but I have never listened to any of their songs.
I haven't heard anything by them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, are you ready to do this then?
I am very, very ready.
Yeah, let's do it then. So, the members. As I mentioned, there's 12 of them. And there's some Japanese members and some Korean members. And of course, I'm going to tell you all about them, where they come from, where they've been, and hopefully, what they're going to do. Well, mostly like where they're currently at. And let's do it then.
All right. I'm ready. Okay. Who's our first member?
Our first member is called, disclaimer, I'm going to probably fuck up their names, and I apologize.
Disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert.
The first member is Umbi. So she was ranked number 7 in the show.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So her position in the team is a leader, main dancer, and lead vocalist. So she is a 1995 baby.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So each member have official colors.
Oh.
They have colors. And I have to say hers is my favorite because it's a shade of purple called Embroidered Starlight. I don't really understand where they got the colors names from. Some of them you'll see when I go through the list, but it's a shade of purple and it's really nice. So she debuted under a group called Gia? Sure. In 2014, and she did leave that same year, but her stage name at that time was Kazoo.
That's kind of cute.
I know.
Like a kazoo, like the musical instrument.
Mm-hmm. And she is considered the mother of the group, even though she says she's more like the dad.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
I know. And I had to include this. She worked as a part-timer in Paris Baguette franchise. We love that place.
I love Paris Baguette. Oh, I wish they had some here. I actually, part of me is happy they don't have some here because I would be like 400 pounds because I would like get breakfast there all the time because it was so good.
It's so good. Honestly, I know there's one in LA. My friend and I, before COVID, we went to LA in March and we ate there. So that's the last time I've had it.
Oh, I haven't had any since 2018 Korea. Oh, I miss it so much.
So good. Anyway.
That's a cute fact.
I know.
I'm like, do store employees get discounts? Because if they did and they had one here, I'd be like, sign me up.
So back to our leader. She was part of a dance group called Play.
Ooh.
And she really admires IU, which
everyone, I think, likes IU.
It's crazy because I know they're maybe like a year or two apart, right? They're not.
Yeah, she's much. Like a year older than us, IU, I think. So maybe like year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah. And currently, home of UB is Woolham Entertainment.
Ooh,
so
cool.
That's what she's been up to and where she comes from. So she's a talented person. She definitely had experience prior to becoming an iZone member. So our next member is Sakura. So she is Japanese, and she was ranked number 2 in the show. There's a little bit more information on her because she does have a vast history of just being an idol. So she is a sub-vocalist, a sub-rapper, and she is a visual. She is a 1998 baby. I'm sorry, 1998 liner. I feel like when I say baby, it's like baby. But her official color is a shade of pink called Cherry Blossom Pink. I think that's so cute.
That is super cute.
Because, cherry blossoms, Japan,
yes,
pink. Yes,
for sure.
Yeah. So she debuted actually in 2011 as part of the first generation of HKT48. So I did a little bit of research on them because I've seen them around, and I was curious on, because honestly they all have 48 in the number, and I was like, why? And then there's all these mixed up letters, just various other subgroups, and I was really confused on all that. What that means is that so in Japan, there is a group, as I mentioned, the collaborator to Produce 101. So they're Japanese. I think it's based on location where they promote. It's kind of confusing, honestly, but they have several teams. AKB48 has Team A, which was she was part of, and then they had HKT48, which is the other where she debuted. It's kind of confusing, but it's just like this big umbrella group that has different types of groups.
Is it kind of like NCT?
Something like that, I would say. Personally, it was quite confusing for me because I'm not familiar with them. Most of the names to me sound pretty similar, just because it has kind of the same numbers and all that. But it's pretty interesting, just that. And I feel like I need to do more research on that. It's pretty cool. But she's actually the center for AKB48. She's still currently under HKT48. She's the sub captain of that group, since they still are part of their prior groups if they were right. under a group. She was actually a child actress, and she aspires to become one again. I'm like, girl, you an idol, girl,
you're doing good.
But if you want to be an actress, go for it, man. She is a Red Velvet fan. In our previous episode, we both struggled to say the name. Revelove. Well, she is a fan of Red Velvet, and her bias is Irene. I just thought that's cute.
That is cute.
More on her. She is also part of Kami7. So what Kami7 means, and this is where it's like, whoa. It means that, there's the 48 type of groups, AKB48, the HKT48, and there's groups SKE48, it goes on, right? From these groups, there's 7 members that are the most popular. And
among all of them?
Yes, out of all of them. And she is one of the members.
Oh.
So this girl is quite popular. So, which explains why this girl was always in the upper ranks of the show. She just sense. Always was. Hence why she was ranked number 2. But yeah, she's currently in EMI Records, which is the HKT48 brand. So
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that she's a 98 liner, yes, and she debuted in 2011. That makes her 13.
Yeah.
She was young. Crazy.
Yeah, she's one of the young ones. I think they're all pretty young though. I just briefly read over that. I was like, this is another world that I just
it's very fascinating.
I was not ready to read this, but damn. Wow. But yeah, that's cool. Her. So our next member was ranked number 8, and her name is Haiwon. Sure. She's a lead rapper, sub vocalist, and a visual. She was born in 1999.
Okay.
So her official color is Kang Coral.
King coral.
Yes.
Why? What is king coral?
Girl.
But like, is it just regular coral?
Yeah. It's like a coral looking, tone. It's nice. I do wonder like where they got the names from.
I'm super intrigued.
Right? If anyone can tell us, please leave it in the comment section. We are intrigued about this. Her favorite ice cream is vanilla. I had to include that cute fact because
That is cute.
I love vanilla.
I feel like no one ever likes vanilla, and like,
but everyone does at the same time.
I love mint chip, but other than mint chip, like, I like vanilla, just simple vanilla. Maybe add a little bit of fudge to it, like hot
I feel
fudge.
like everyone likes it. I say this because, everyone has cake or pie and they're like, give us vanilla ice cream.
It goes
like,
good.
You all like vanilla. You just don't want to admit it. Anyway, she is a former Music KE Entertainment trainee. Also a former HYWY Entertainment trainee. So she almost debuted in a group called Day Day. But that was canceled. But she persisted and she finally debuted in iZone, so good for her. Her motto in this show was radiating quirky energy.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's adorable, and I feel you. That's great. Yes, I love your motto. That. And prior to debuting, she actually trained for 9 months. So, wow. Yeah.
Not that long.
And she's actually currently under 8D Creative. So,
that's a cool name.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So, our next member was ranked number 4, and her name is Jenna?
Sure.
Her position is being a main rapper, lead vocalist, and she's a lead dancer. So, she was born in 1999 as well. She actually has an older brother, actor and former Speed member, Sungmin.
I don't know a lot about Speed, but I know a couple of their songs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it runs in the family, the talent.
No kidding.
So she trained for 3 years and 5 months. So her official color, wait for it, it's a pun, yen low. Of course it's yellow, but yen low. I'm sorry, I love puns.
That's amazing.
So she is actually the happy virus of the group. So I feel like yellow kind of fits that for her.
That does. That's such a happy color.
So interesting fact was she is a childhood cancer survivor.
Aww.
Yeah, she had lymphoma as a child, and doctors said that she had no chance of survival. But she fucking recovered. It's fucking amazing. So at that time, her parents weren't well off. So they had to sell kimbap every day to pay off her hospital bills. But
that's so sad.
That is sad, but I'm happy that she is here with us now. That she singing her heart out, being happy, and just having time of her life. So that makes me happy. And she is a big fan of Boraso X Star. I know.
Yes.
Girl with great taste. And she is a former Polaris Entertainment trainee. And she is currently under, I'm going to butcher this, Yohua Entertainment. So it's YUEHUA Entertainment. But, so yeah, this kid's a fighter, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And she made it.
Number 4.
Good job.
Yeah. So our next member was ranked number 12, Chaeyeon. So she is a main dancer, lead vocalist, and lead rapper. She was born in January 11, 2000.
Wow.
And this is another pun. Her color is a shade of green called Cheyenne Emerald. Cheyenne Emerald. That's kind of hard to say, but
that cute though. I get it.
It's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. So she trained for 4 years and 1 month, and she is actually a former JYP Entertainment trainee. So she appeared in the show 16. That's the show that created Twice.
Yeah. Okay.
She was unfortunately eliminated, but she made it to iZone. She's actually the sister of Chaeyoung, which is one of the members of ITZY. Hence why they look so similar. Okay. I'm just saying. Produce 48 was her 3rd try at a survival show at debuting. She fucking finally made it.
She did it.
That makes me so happy. And
Don't give up on your dreams, people.
Don't do it. Especially if you have the talent. Just keep persisting, you know?
You'll get there.
And her talent is to make choreographies.
Ooh, that's a good talent to have, too. Underappreciated talent.
Mm-hmm. She's actually currently in YM Entertainment.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure. So
who's next?
Yes, her name is Chaewon. She was ranked number 10.
Oh.
So her position is a lead vocalist and lead dancer. So she is a 2000 baby, born in August.
Nice.
Yes, she is the daughter of theater actress Lee Ran-hee, and she trained for 11 months. So her official color is also a shade of green called Chaemyu.
I'm liking all the puns, though. I do have to say.
Fun fact, she can peel 3 tangerines in 30 seconds.
1 tangerine, 10 seconds?
Yes, 3 and 30.
Oh, that's a lot, right? That's fast, right? I mean, I've never timed myself peeling a tangerine.
Oh, I can't to save my life.
That seems fast. That's interesting.
Yep. And she really admires Taeyeon. And Me Too Sister. She is bae.
Mm-hmm. She has good taste.
She does. And she is currently in Wolim Entertainment.
All right.
So, our next member is Minju, and she was ranked 11. So, she is a lead rapper, sub-vocalist, and visual. She is a 2001 baby.
Oh.
Her official color is a shade of white called Snow White Minju.
That's cute.
Right? So she was actually a child actress for The Great Seducer. Fun fact, she is a Harry Potter fan.
I love this one.
Yep.
I don't know if you just saw me basically like eat my mask because I went like the mask was like phew.
Yep. So
I love Harry Potter too.
Harry Potter. She also likes roller coasters and amusement park rides. I'm like, yes. She's actually really good at speaking English.
Ooh.
And her current company is Urban Works.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cool.
So, our next member is another Japanese member, Nako. So she was ranked number 6. She is a sub-vocalist, a 2001 baby, and she is under HKT48. So her official color is a shade of blue called Nabuki Sky. So she actually trained for 4 years and 10 months. So she actually enjoys just watching movies by herself, karaoke, playing cards, eating ice, and stretching out her short neck. So I feel like she is me because I like doing those things, and my neck has been very tense these days. So I'm like, girl, I feel you.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, and I have a short neck too, and I was about to be like,
no.
What?
Just stretching it out. I feel like I do that all the time these days because I'm just like, it's a lot of tension grown in there. But
I feel that.
I don't think I have a short neck, do I?
No, that's why I was gonna be like, what?
No. But I feel on the stretching. I'm just like,
girl, me too. Especially since we've been doing so much like work from home. I feel like when I'm in my home and I'm like working from home, I'm like doing this all the time. I totally feel that.
So she is actually concurrent position in AKB48's Team B.
Oh. And do we know the difference between the Team A and the Team B? Like, what does that mean?
Honestly, I don't know if it's by region or honestly, I'm not sure. But she did that from 2015 to 2017.
Oh.
She was actually the second youngest member to get those 2 positions, like concurrent position, at 13 years old, 9 months and 9 days.
That is crazy.
Right? She's almost 14, but that's very young.
That's like... Oh my gosh, you're like a little middle school kid.
When I was a middle school kid, I was awkward.
I know, like, y'all, if you saw pictures of me when I was 13 years and 9 months. But
yeah, she's actually the best at speaking Korean in the Japanese line of this group.
Cool.
And funny fact, she is the shortest trainee of Produce 48 in general. So I'm like, even if you're short, you can empower. Oh
yes.
Anyway, for 2 short people over here saying that. So, Yeah, so she is known as the girl that went from rank F to A. So she really persisted and really worked her way up to having a rank A. She is actually a fan of Twice and especially Jiho. So
cool.
Girl of good taste as well.
They all have good taste, I think.
She's currently under, I said EMI Records, maybe MI Records. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but that's the HKT48 group. So, and our next idol or member of this group is Hitomi.
That's my guess.
Yeah. So she was ranked number 9. So her position currently is lead dancer, sub vocalist, sub rapper. She's also a 2001 baby. She was in Team B of AKB48. And she's also under AKS in Toyota. So this girl's active.
Oh.
Her official color is Tomi Beige. So I do wonder where they got the names. Because what does that mean?
So I guess, is it just taking a part of their name and merging with
like
the
not
color?
all of them have the name though.
Because I think it was our first member.
Yeah.
She was like Kang Coral. And I was
Maybe
like, is her last name Kang?
Probably.
And then it's Coral.
Because I'm like, Tomi, and I'm like,
and I'm like, Hitomi.
That's what I was thinking.
Tomi plus Beige, part of Hitomi.
Maybe like you have like parts of a name or their name incorporated. Because I did notice some of them had their other names in there, but who knows? It's pretty interesting. Or how do they pick the colors? Like
is it their favorite color? Is it like a color pick for them?
Who knows? If anyone knows, let us know.
I'm very intrigued.
So she actually trained for 4 years and 2 months. She debuted in AKB48 in 2014 in Team 8, which she's also part of. So this girl is
so she's super busy.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's in several groups. She is great at composing songs. And she is currently in King's Records, which is AKB48. That's the group that.
Wow, so she was also like roughly 13 when she debuted. I wonder if that's common with the Japanese group.
Maybe it is.
Because I feel like for like Korean groups, that's on the young side.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I feel like normally if you're 14, 15, 16, you're on the younger end.
Maybe, do you think that has to affect like
the concepts?
The concepts and just like you can tell when idols are, trained under Korea. I think it's top notch. Maybe there's more value in having them be older. I don't know.
That'd be an interesting case study.
Yeah, that would be.
Like, do you benefit more from like, say, being a trainee when you're 12, 13 years old and then training for 5 years and debuting? Or do you learn more from like debuting at 13 and like learning through that experience as you go?
I don't know.
That's curious.
That is interesting. But let's proceed.
Our next member
is Judy. So she was ranked number 3. She is a main vocalist. She's also a 2001 liner. Her official color is jewel orange. So I'm assuming orange. So she trained for 9 months and she hates bugs.
Girl, me too.
Yes, that's why I included that fun fact. And she is currently under Stone Music Entertainment.
Cool.
Our second to last member is Jujin. She ranked number 5, and she is a lead vocalist, lead dancer. She, hear this, was born in September 1, 2003.
So she's 17 going on 18, if I can do math correctly.
Does this sound about right? I can't do math right now.
17 going on 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she actually trained for 1 year and 4 months.
Oh.
So her official color is blue genie. That's so cute.
That's cute. That's really cute.
So before she appeared and produced 48, she actually had done CFs, and her face was rather well known.
Okay, I'm sure that was helpful. That's cool.
Oh yeah. And she also was a participant in King of the Masked Singer as Icicle. Icicle. And she was actually the youngest participant of the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was 15 years old and 104 days old at that time. So, one of the youngest.
That's crazy.
And she is currently under Starship Entertainment.
Oh. I'm like, go check out our boyfriend episode to hear what I think about Starship.
Yes. I saw it coming. I'm like, Summer's going to say something about this.
I have strong opinions about Starship.
You do. And our final member is Wonyoung. She was ranked number 1.
Oh.
Yeah. She's ranked number 1. She's the lead dancer, sub-vocalist, sub-rapper, singer, and the maknae.
Nice.
She was born in August 31, 2004. She trained for 1 year and 2 months. And her official color is Candy Pink 10.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I wonder what the 10 means.
Maybe something to do with her. I feel like maybe something has to do with each of the member plus like the color. So she was actually one of the youngest Chinese of the show. She used to wear braces, so I'm like, we're former brace face buddies. Me too, back in the day. Her favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate.
Hey, me too, girl.
You guys are weird.
No, you're weird.
And she speaks English very well.
Cool.
And her current company is Starship Entertainment.
Yeah. Just know that face is not, well, I guess you can't see my face because of the mask, but that noise is not for anyone that's under Starship. That's just for Starship themselves.
The management people.
Yes.
Yeah. But those were the girls. So beautiful, talented girls. Both Japanese and Korean. And regardless of negative parts that happened because of how they became, IZONE, they're still very talented.
Oh, for sure. Of course.
So, speaking of talent, do you want to see their talent through music videos?
I do. I'm pretty excited because I don't know anything. Like, I haven't seen any videos. I haven't seen any songs, heard any songs, like seen any teasers. Like, I know zero. So I'm pretty excited.
I'm thinking, let's look at their debut. Let's look at one of the most popular songs and some Japanese stuff. What do you think?
I'm down. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay, so the first song that we are going to listen to is their debut song called La Vienne Rose. I think that's how you say it. I'm pretty bad.
It's better than my guess, to be honest.
Yeah. So this is from their album Color Eyes. So after doing some quick research right now, we found out that it's just how you pronounce their name, like of the group Eyes One. It's Color Eyes, Heart Eyes, Bloom Eyes. Which is
pretty cute.
It is cute. I just didn't know any better, so I do apologize. But yeah, we're going to listen to that debut song. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You ready? Let's do it.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an interesting sound. It sounded very Latin.
Ooh. I do like all the red in the roses.
Oh, love her earrings.
Ooh.
I'm waiting for a drop.
Waiting for the dancing to drop with it too.
Huh?
I'm waiting for like the dancing to go hardcore. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but I like it.
Yeah. That's an interesting dance, too.
I was just going to say, the choreography is really interesting.
I love their outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad. I can't tell any of them apart right now.
Nope. And neither can I. But they all look adorable.
Oh, yeah. They do. I love her hair.
I like this part of the song. Like, what is this? Like the pre-chorus or whatever? I like this.
Yeah.
You know, like roses are my favorite type of flower. So I'm like, I love the aesthetic. Ooh. I want a carousel with drinks on it.
And wait. Yeah, I like it. I like this.
Da 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 bros. That like part, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Ooh, I love the choreo. That's awesome.
Yeah, the choreography is super slick.
And like as I said, how I mentioned, I don't recognize them very well. I just thought, honestly, at this point when this video came out, they had a lot of fans that definitely knew who each of them were.
Oh, for sure.
So like, I'm like, they didn't need to show off, try to have different hairs or any of that.
Oh, like to like find a way to advertise basically who was who.
Yeah, because at that point, like, people know who they are, and that's.
I mean, I would think
awesome.
If you were like a fan of the show and you kept up with it, like you would be all hyped and whatnot and know all of them.
Yeah. I would have liked to be like in their live stage. I feel that'd be cool.
That would. Because the choreography is super cool.
Yeah. And I like their outfits. That was very good.
Okay, that was cute. The choreography was really good.
I liked it. I really did. Yeah. Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, like, it wasn't like a heavy hitter, but like, that was a really solid song. And like, if that was their first song,
I know.
I'm like, that's impressive. That's super impressive. That choreography, though. I like it.
I liked it too.
I would like it, and I would like some more of it, please.
Yeah. So the next song that we are going to listen to is their debut Japanese song.
Ooh.
It's the Suki song.
Yes.
What is it? Suki to Iwasetai? Yeah. So I decided that we listened to their Korean debut, their Japanese debut, and their lead song for their first studio album, which I think it's their recent song.
Relatively recent, at least.
But yeah, I know it's pretty recent. So yeah, let's listen to Suki to Iwasetai then.
I am ready.
Let's do it. So, Suki to Iwasetai. Probably butchered that,
Suki
but
to Iwasetai?
Their debut Japanese song. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Ooh, I just love the palette on this. Wow. This just reminds me of like a anime intro or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
For sure. I like that though.
Me too. Ugh. I like this a lot, actually. Oh my gosh.
It really does remind me of an anime opening. You're right.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I'm like, and what's all the stuff around them? What is the significance of it?
Yeah. Ooh, I like this.
I like this chorus.
I need this to be placed in some sort of anime. You know how like people do that? Like they put some anime and then they put like a song that would match with it. I'm like, I need that. Or you know what? They need to make an anime song.
Yes. Like that would be amazing.
Or have they done it already? I don't know.
Maybe.
Ooh, the dancing. I love it with the jacket. I mean the coats.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And I like how they look like lightsabers that are sticking out of the ground.
I like this a lot.
I'm really impressed with their choreography. Like, to have that many members and it be that tight.
Yeah. That was like, did you see the heart?
Yes.
Their hair's just beautiful. I'm just like,
This chorus is really catchy.
I'm like, I might have to add this to my list.
This is really catchy.
Ooh, I like that. Oh,
Choreo with those coats.
this is so good. Oh my gosh.
I wonder how live stage of this would look.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's a gorgeous shot. The color.
It's beautiful. It's crazy to think some of the girls are what, like 15
Yeah.
or so, 16 when they debuted.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're so young and they're so talented.
The way they were walking just matches
So
the music.
fabulous.
Oh, that was good.
That
was
was
so
adorable
good.
and so catchy.
Oh my gosh. I
And the
like
dancing
that a
was
lot.
so good.
It's crazy how you can see that difference in debut. Like, how one is very much like for a Korean audience and is very
I was
much
gonna
for
say that. I
Japanese
was like, you can
audience.
totally tell. Like, I mean, obviously it's in Japanese, so
Yeah.
you know it's a Japanese song, but you can just tell like stylistically,
Yes.
so different but very good.
I really like that song.
I like
dude.
this. I like that a lot. That's my favorite so far.
Oh, yeah, me too.
That was really good.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well now I'm really excited. What's the next one?
So their next song is Fiesta.
Ooh,
know,
okay.
Yeah, this is the song that was as the lead single for Bloom Eyes.
Okay.
That was released in 2020. In February 17, 2020.
All right, well, I'm super pumped to listen to it then.
Let's do it then.
Okay.
So we're gonna finish this off with a Fiesta.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, their choreos are great. I was like, what are they doing? This set is cool. It honestly took me a second to realize those were glasses.
I was like trying to figure out, I was like, are those shots like in the sand or is it like food? Like for the texture, it looked like sand, but the texture almost reminded me of like ice cream scoops in the background or something.
This video is cool with like the editing. Ooh. This gives me some sort of, I don't know.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I could go do like some cardio to this or
Yeah.
something. Like this would be on like my gym like playlist.
Those are headphones, right?
I think so.
Ooh.
Oh.
That was really cool. Oh, I see that. I like the belts that they're wearing.
Ooh. All the sets are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, snap. The screen. Their dresses are nice.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. This is really catchy, this part. Ooh, is that like sparkles or glitter falling?
Huh?
Oh no, it's just like there's like confetti, like sparklies.
Oh.
Ooh. Look at this dancing.
Yeah, like that would be an interesting stage to watch too. Okay, girls.
That was
I
cool.
see you. It was actually a fiesta.
Am I the only one though that like I
What?
see all the like confetti, like sparklies, like falling, and I'm like, man, if I was dancing in those shoes, I would just fall. Like I would slip on the sparklies, and I would just be on the ground.
Bye. Yeah.
Basically, I like that though.
Oh, it's
There's
good,
some
though.
really catchy parts to that chorus, and like the sets were beautiful. And like I know we've said this in the other videos already, but like that dancing though, like that choreography, like oh my gosh, how. I mean, I know how they're that good, that they're K-pop idols, but I'm like, how are y'all that good with 12 people? Like, it was the same thing when we listened to like 17. I was like, I knew they were good dancers, but I was still shook it that I'm like, but there's so many of you.
I just think it looks really nice because they're synchronized really well, and it's just very smooth movements.
So
it's
impressive,
really cool.
like so good.
I really liked it. What's your favorite?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Ha! Beat you. Go first.
I like the Japanese.
Me
one.
too. That was so good.
I mean, I like things from all of them, but
yeah.
like overall, if I could only pick one, I'd pick that one.
Me too. That's just so. I felt so fulfilled after.
Like it's a like the choreography and like the chorus was super catchy. The dancing with the coats and the colors and like the sassy walking at the end.
That matched with the rhythm. It was great.
That was awesome.
But yeah.
Well, that was super cool.
I look forward to anything that they're going to release.
I'm happy that we finally listened to them because they're one of those groups that like I would see their name and I'm like, well, I know who they are, but I don't know who they are. You know, like I knew which group they were, whatever article is pertaining to, but I was like, oh, I've never heard them. Mm-hmm. Now I'm happy.
Yeah,
I can say
I'm glad
I heard
we
them.
got
They
to
were good.
listen to them because they were really great. Yeah, they were.
That was fantastic.
Yes. If you guys have any more recommendations, iZone,
let us know.
Please let us know because we are really open to listening to anything you guys recommend, and especially because they're so fucking talented. Honestly, it intrigues me on their Japanese stuff because that song was so solid. Mm-hmm. I'm like the Korean, super curious. Of course, I'm like that's probably gonna be really good, but that Japanese song blew my mind. I really liked it. So, yeah, please do comment. But yeah, that's it for today.
That was a great way to end the episode.
Yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.